Hey YouTubers, so I was just watching a video from the Bearded Gardener. I'm also, this is my Santa beard. Some of you know that I do Santa for the children up in Berkshires. I can't wait to get my beard trimmed down to normal number 3 or number 4 blade. Can't wait. Last year it was so cold. And this year it's going to be cold too, but this year I'm not putting up with a beard. Not considering how long it is now. And it's only December, the end of December. It's going to get trimmed real soon. And I can get down to something normal I can deal with. But anyway, I was just listening to the Bearded Gardener with his allotment challenge, and so I just share a few things about gardening. Nobody's challenged me because I'm just a little tiny little channel up here with a Berkshire. No. So I'm happy being a little channel because it seems like when people have so many people listening, they have higher expectations, and I'm just sharing what I know. So I like to say that I learned gardening from my mother, but I didn't. I did do gardening for her, and I went out and dug holes and stuff, but she really didn't know how to garden. She was a secretary for so many famous people in the military and private companies and stuff. That was where her passion was. It wasn't gardening. But I did do a lot of gardening with her, and but other people told me how to do it better. And the only thing we really got successful with was cucumbers and tomatoes, and they only were successful because people would drop by to deliver the mail or newspaper or whatever, and they'd tell me how to do it right. My aunts really probably inspired me more about gardening because they had some beautiful gardens, and they had a great grapevine that was on a trellis, and they had apple trees, and they had this other tree that I can't remember what it was, but it's like an apple, quince, that they would make jelly out of, and they'd make wine and apple juice and grape juice. They would do those things, and they would do the flowers and the rhubarb, and so I learned more from them than I did from my mother. But anyway, I just would teeter. When I bought a house, I had a garden, vegetable garden, and it was a pretty decent vegetable garden. I wasn't productive about it. It was nice to grow. And when I ended up buying another house, I did the same thing. When I moved out here to the Berkshires into an apartment, I really didn't have success growing things because it was too dry. It was the first time living in a house with forced hot air, and it gets too dry. I was just watching a video from Missouri Wind. He says you should have it at 55% humidity in the wintertime. It's like, not in New England, it's too dry. Right now it's dry. It's very hard to do that, and I have the dryer vent going into the moisture and all that. So, in this house, I'm doing the microgreens, as you know, from the videos, and so I've had a passion about growing, and I teach myself about growing, and I work with some people that have farms next door, and we talk about growing a lot and different kinds of things, and I try to share that information.
Today is Saturday. We must practice our games all day.
Alright, yes, I am playing cards, but not right now. They're just talking to me because I haven't been paying attention to them. And favorite thing to do with actually the apples I don't grow here. I get them from somewhere, and then I make applesauce. So far, I've done a lot of canning of dehydrating vegetables, but mostly it all comes from local farms, and then I cut it up and I dehydrate them. So here, I spent all last year working on the house, so I like to do some stuff outside. Not sure how much my extent will be. I'm focusing on the microgreen setup for now, and probably grow seeds for vegetables that I can do outside during the summer. But as you know, you really can't do much outside this year because it gets so cold. I mean, yeah, 60s on Christmas. Yeah, well, that's a unique. Usually it's 30s to 0. So, you know, that's where I'm at. I mean, we've done a lot down at the farm to have sustainable food year-round, including a high tunnel that can grow greens. And, you know, there's where the sustainability is at. The emphasis has been to get that in a position where it can be very sustainable, to the point that they could have a farm stand year-round. But, you know, here you just poke along. You know, you could grow something during the winter time. Microgreens are the easiest things, sprouts. You know, there are things you can grow. You don't need to grow a lot. You can grow a little bit. It's just you can grow something. Just try growing something. You could grow a beard, but, you know, us is driving me nutty. I've been looking for it. I had to wait till after, every year I wait till after Christmas. So it's coming. Next time my trip into the city, I'll get it trimmed and get down to something something reasonable. But it does look good though, doesn't it? Man, this is probably my best beard yet. Ta-ta! For now, YouTuber, woobers, woober tubers, woober, 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 tuber.